Hello my love, I'm Corrie, I bought a caravan and this is my dream life. As we settle into off-grid homestead life in the Irish countryside, I decided we need a base while our cottage is being renovated. Enter what I lovingly call the Argent. Come on in. This is going to be interesting. But first, for your viewing pleasure, please enjoy this short interlude of us trying to navigate this caravan down our extremely steep driveway. Han, that's the bottom corner of the caravan there, catching on the hill. Welcome to my new temporary home, the Argent. I might be inordinately excited about this caravan and how she's going to enhance my dream life here on our almost 7 acres in Ireland. I'm going to tell you about a few of the life elevating features that she has, and I know you're probably looking at this and being like, really? Trust me. If you're new around here and you're wondering how a caravan could possibly feature in somebody's dream life, let me catch you up really quickly. So I am a previous corporate suburban girl. I did a 10-year stint at an investment bank for my sins. Turned unemployed, turned entrepreneur, turned wannabe homesteader. I know it's a lot, keep up. I decided just over a year ago now to entirely change mine and my family's life over the course of a year. And we did that. We sold our suburban home, hit the road in our converted camper van, traveled around Europe for 6 months as a family of 3. I brought my business on the road with me, and my ultimate goal, which is the dream life that I am living right now, it was to move to the Irish countryside and set up my own little homestead on our own land and property, and that is where you find me today. The homestead isn't set up yet, but we are making progress on that front, and we're excited to start renovating our 19th century stone cottage soon. But we need somewhere to live in the meantime, and we were a little bit foolhardy in believing that we could continue living in the van because it had been so glorious in Europe, and so I decided to buy the Argent. So this is my dream life. I'm literally living it right now. No, we're not in our home just yet because it's not habitable and we have to renovate it. But I am here on my own property. I get to look out at this view every day. I get to run my business from here. My family are settling in delightfully. I've joined a local health club. I go for almost daily saunas. I am back in the kitchen and baking. Update on that in a minute. This is my dream life. Okay, so we'll do a little tour and then I will show you some of the things that I'm most excited about in this little caravan. So here we have the living dining space, and as you can see, the designers were really committed to this delightful red and beige colour scheme. And then next to the living space we have the kitchen, small but contains everything that we need, we think, for now. And then if you step through here on the left we have the shower, and on the right we have the toilet and vanity sink area, and there's me, hello. And then at the very back, step into the bedroom. As you can see, the red and beige scheme continues throughout, but alas, we have this view. Let's talk about my plans for this old girl, because I think we can all agree she ain't pretty. Here's the thing, aesthetics weren't part of my criteria list. We needed something on budget, but more importantly, we needed something that was watertight and in a good state of repair. And even though this caravan isn't new at all, it is really warm, it's waterproof, there's no leaks, and it's been kept really well. So I'm actually really impressed. Some of the caravans that I saw online were so gross, so so old. And I was like, no, no thank you. Equally, I wasn't willing to free up the cash flow that we're diverting into various homestead activities, and then I will be diverting into renovating our 19th century cottage. I don't want to take a ton of the cash out of that for this, because this is going to be temporary. So in case you're wondering how much was this, I think it was about, I think it was advertised around 5 grand. I think we paid about 4.5, somewhere between 4.5 and 5 grand in the end. So here are my plans for her. As you can see, it's a little bit like death by 90s wood laminate in here, isn't it? It's absolutely everywhere. I'm not very excited about that. So what I plan to do is paint all of this wood veneer that you see. I've already got my sample pots. I went into town yesterday and got a few different colors, so I'm going to be testing those over the weekend. So I want something warm-ish but pretty neutral, just to kind of de-ugly the caravan. Make her a little bit more chic, a little bit more cottagecore perhaps, or a farmhousey-esque kind of caravan, bee farmhouse. We'll see. I already bought new handles. They're here. I have some covers, so we'll be, I don't know if we'll fully reupholster, I haven't decided yet, but I have temporary covers for these because that's kind of gross looking. And definitely one of the first things I'm excited to rip out is all of these curtains. We don't need them. There's no one around here. It's our land. There's no one going to be peeking in on us. There are actually blinds as well built into the windows, which are just like white and inoffensive. So we definitely don't need all of this red and beige curtainry. Curtainry, is that a word? We'll go with it. So I'm quite excited to do that. I'm going to try to convince Kayvan to replace these worktops because they're a little bit not my style. I don't really want the kind of dark grey mottled colour. I'm thinking just wood, similar to what we have in the van. And actually in the van we extend the counter space by, there's a sort of flap piece that comes up on hinges and snaps into place just to extend the end of the worktop. So I'm thinking of where this worktop ends, we can have a flap here. And yes, it might be in the way of this, but we can jiggle things about and make that work. So new worktops, new lick of paint throughout, new upholstery. She's gonna be looking so much sweeter than she is right now. And I brought over some of our things from the UK as well. So I brought over some of my like woolen blankets and a sheepskin rug and cushions and things just to soften the space, make it feel more cozy, a little bit more cottagecore. So I'm quite excited for this little project. It's going to be kind of fun. I'll bring you along for the ride as well. So we're officially moving in here tomorrow. But already it feels nice just having this extra space, just being able to come in here, and Kayvan's doing something in the van right now. I could be in here, we can swap backwards and forwards. It's just going to give us so much more easefulness of, you know, managing my business and family life and the renovations, just having a few extra spaces. We're also going to be working on my office, so I might work in here sometimes, I might work in the van sometimes temporarily, but that's kind of next on the to-do list of making this temporary home on my dream farm here more habitable, more cozy, more just pleasurable, is creating my office space. So because my business is an important aspect of this dream life, it has been funding it very significantly. I don't know if you've watched my previous video on how we paid for our year of travel, but spoiler alert, it was my business doing that, bankrolling the whole show. So it's important that I have a comfortable space to work from. And although I've been loving working from the road, I'm done with that now. So we're looking at some kind of maybe garden room option, because again, it's something that we won't need planning for because it's not a permanent structure, can be knocked together quite quickly, and we can get move-in ready. So although life will be lived in a series of different dwellings on site, it feels good to be on site. It means that we get to be here, and for me it's so important to be here and enjoying our land, getting the actual homestead side of things set up. For me, that's, you know, a big part of this dream life. Yes, I'm excited for the cottage renovation, but it's all about the outside space in so many ways, and how we're going to partner with this land, hopefully, and what we're going to produce here. It's really exciting. Even already, life has been feeling different here. So I was reunited with my KitchenAid stand mixer. Ah, it's like one of my best friends. Is that weird? And it just opens up so many more sourdough baking recipes for me. I absolutely adore baking. I love my sourdough. So that's making my life just that little bit more dreamy already, because my homestead dream life involves many days pottering about making sourdough delights. I made a cinnamon raisin sourdough loaf this week. My family have been loving it. It is so good, toasted with some butter and a cup of tea. Oh, chef's kiss. So, things that I am excited about. Number one, windows. There are so many windows in this place. It is really light. It pulls the eye, the view outside onto the land, which is why I'm really here. Which I love a view. I mean, I've paid good money for a view here and I don't regret a single penny of that. Having all of the windows in here is just really lovely. To have that connection with nature, watch the robins in the trees, watch the sunset, gaze at the stars. I'm a happy lady. The second thing is a full proper oven. Oh. I am team gas when it comes to an oven. I love cooking on gas, and it was very exciting to me to have a gas hob and to have a full and proper oven. So we do have an oven in the van, but it's not very big and I can't get it hotter than 200 degrees. So I haven't been able to do my artisan sourdough loaf. So I am very excited about this oven. I love to cook, and so this makes me happy. So that's the second thing that is elevating my life experience in this caravan. And the third thing, it's kind of all one space. And if I take you just through here in just a second, it is a separate bedroom. Oh, hello. So this is a significant feature of the caravan. A bedroom door. I know you know what I mean. We've been living in a van as a family for several months, so you know. Here we are in our bedroom. Not much of note in here. The views are fabulous. I'm really excited to wake up to these. And more cabinets, more red curtains. And I'll spare you the long story, but we ended up with not one but two brand new mattresses for in here. So I'm very fussy about my mattress. It has to be just dreamy and like a supportive marshmallow, and we are really into non-toxic mattresses, so I don't want something off-gassing in my face. So it is an organic, natural latex memory foam. I wish they were sponsoring this because I love these beds, believe in them heavily. If you want to know where our bed was from, let me know in the comments. I'll happily share the link. So the thing that I'm excited to do in here, in addition to paint all of the cabinetry, change the handles, rip out the cabinets, is buy some new bedding. I love an excuse for some new bedding, and the bedding that we have in the van right now is 100% linen. It's the first time that I've had 100% linen bedding. I don't think I will ever go back. I don't know what you sleep on, but for me, that is just the most breathable, gorgeous, scrummy night's sleep. The combination of the wonderful mattress that we love, plus that duvet, and also we brought back over here, stacked behind me, we brought back our wool filled duvet. I wish I had affiliate and sponsorship deals with these guys too, but if you're interested in where we get our pillows and duvets from, they're all wool filled, so they are breathable and again not toxic, not off-gassing in your face while you're sleeping like all of the essentially plastic filled foam crap does. That's really important to me, so I'm always happy to spend extra on sleeping. We spend so much of our time in bed, right? I'm looking forward to just making this really cozy. And then that view, let me just come bring you over here so you can imagine. This is the view that we will have. Let me just lie down, in fact, hang on. Oh, waking up to that view, so I'm lying down right now. That to me is epic. Oh, and the other really cool feature in here is this skylight. Some stargazing from bed, that's my jam. So there we have it, my love. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of the Argent. I hope you're excited to watch me try and whip this girl into shape. And until next time, my love, regardless of whether or not it involves a caravan, go and live your dream life. Bye for now.